Hi. Well, this is day one for me, and I'm going to invite you to join me on my journey. Whether you're a person who has dealt with drugs or know somebody that you love that has a problem with drugs, this is day one for me, and I am looking to get clean. I am your new face of drug addiction in the United States and perhaps other countries. Somebody over age 40, somebody with a job, a good job, with a family that knows how to blend into society. And it's been about 7 years for me. Not intentionally at first, but kind of crept up on me. And now I realize that, well, I have for a while realized that I have a problem. And I'm not embarrassed because I'm going to do something about it. And I want you to not be embarrassed and join me in the journey. Or anybody you love, don't be embarrassed because they have a problem. Ultimately, the reason people drink or do drugs or watch porno, whatever the addiction is because they're looking to feel better. They're looking to feel good. They're not doing it to hurt anyone. They're doing it to feel better. So we need to change the stigma because that's not what it's about. It's not about trying to do something to someone else. It's about trying to feel better yourself. And you reach for anything that makes you feel better. And when you find something, no matter what it is, if it's making you feel better, you grasp it, you hang on to it, and you keep reaching for it. But what we don't realize, or what I didn't realize, I can speak for me, is that that connection has to come from in here. The need, the love, the happiness comes from in here. So it's taken me a lot of studying. And I've been studying very, very hard for the past couple of years. Various avenues, spiritual avenues, scientific avenues, to figure out what that's about. What is it about me that reaches for something outside myself? And I've come to some conclusions. And what I do know for sure is that I can beat this, like some people like to refer to it, by turning inward, not by asking somebody else to help me or feeling embarrassed. I do it by connecting with myself. It's a journey, it's a process, and I've been working on it for a while. Today for me is day one in the process of actually dosing down on something I've been taking for a long time. And it's not something to get off the streets, which really that doesn't matter, whether it's off the streets or somebody's writing you out a prescription. Reaching for something outside yourself to make you feel better, that's where the issue lies. It's not if somebody writes you out a prescription or you're getting it from the neighbor or you're going to the local bar. That doesn't matter. Those are just choices of the addictions that you choose to feel better. So don't judge anybody on this. Please don't. Because judgment really stops people from turning to others for help. But the great thing about this is you don't have to necessarily turn to somebody else. You turn inside. You turn inward. That's where the real help's going to come from, honestly. So, day one, and I'm dosing down, and I'm okay. And I can tell you this, part of the reason I'm okay is because I prepared myself mentally. A lot of this comes from the brain. Our brain, I don't know how I can explain this because I'm not a scientist, but from what I've understood, what I've studied, is your brain is very powerful. Your thoughts are extremely powerful. And what you tell yourself over and over, like I need to have this to feel better, doesn't matter what it takes, I gotta get this to feel better. When you swim in that belief and that thought takes over your mind, it then takes over your body. So you really do believe you can't survive without whatever this outside drug or alcohol or whatever it might be. You feel like you have to have that outside thing to make you feel better inside. And that's false. That's not true. And I'll tell you what made me first realize that was some time ago, I always had to have what I'm taking every day, several times a day. And there were times when if I didn't, I felt like I'd start to get nervous and feel like I was going through a withdrawal, even though it was within just a couple hours of not taking it. And then there was one day when for whatever reason I was caught up in something going on at work, came home, had some other things to do, and I completely forgot about it, literally. And I didn't realize it till 8-9 hours had gone by. And I stopped and thought, wow, it's pretty amazing that it completely was out of my mind. And my body didn't react to the fact that I didn't have it. And that made me realize, wow, there's something here. This has to do with something with what I think, connects with what I feel. And I can make myself really believe that I need something I really don't. I'm not saying that it's easy, not by any means. I know it's not. But I want to join you in this and you to join me. And I know I can do this, and I know you can too. So day one, and please post your comments if you have any questions. And if I have any suggestions, I'm just going to share with you my journey, my spiritual journey to getting off of drugs. Let's do it.